Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to be installing a rather special steering wheel into the GTIR. So one of the things I do on all my cars is fit aftermarket steering wheels, because I'm a firm believer that anything you kind of do a lot of, so that's like sitting on your arse in a seat, touching a gear knob,
yeah.
handling a steering wheel, and let's face it, you handle a steering wheel more than anything else in the car, apart from sitting on your arse, should be the best experience you can have to make it more fun. And that means fitting an aftermarket steering wheel, to me, because it saves weight, they look awesome, and they also have a much better feel. And yeah, fantastic pieces of kit. So I've got a Sparco 330 ring in the Evo, I've got a 330 ring in the Spider, but on the Pulsar, because of the seats that I got from Reverie, I thought try something a little bit different. So this is what we've got here to install. I always do the same things actually. Part of this is always the same. So I always use a Works bell. I'll put up the part number in the video. Short Boss, aluminium Boss. We've got that on the Evo, and that'll be going on the Pulsar. And I always use the B&G quick release kit. I'll put the part number for that in the video. This is my horn I've got here because I'm having some custom domed logos made for it. And yeah, this is our rather special steering wheel here. So let's have a look. Check that out. 330mm. So light, it's insane. Carbon fibre steering wheel from Reverie. It's one of their rally steering wheels. Yeah, it is insane how light this thing is. I went for it untrimmed, but I'm going to get it trimmed after I've fitted it. I thought I'd get this video done first because they're meant to be trimmed, and because they're meant to be trimmed, they aren't that careful with some of the carbon weave on the steering wheel. So if you look here, maybe you can see like the weave has been compromised a little bit with sanding, and there's like a few little marks and things, which is a real shame because I was hoping to leave it just carbon. So anyway, it's going to get covered, and we'll weigh it. I know the weight, back of my head, 200 and something grams, it's crazy. We'll weigh it when we get the wheel off the Pulsar. So first things first is, let's do that. Let's get the steering wheel off the Pulsar. Okay, so that's it, job done. Original wheel off. And I will clean this up before I fit stuff back. But you can see here, we've got our little dot here on the spline, and that signifies basically center for the steering wheel. So you want the steering wheel to be straight up because our wheels are straight. You want to make sure that that lines up with the new Boss and stuff so that the steering wheel is straight and you don't have to kind of drive with your steering wheel at a funny angle. Anyway, here is our original steering wheel and the horn mechanism on this. One part of the circuit here is from touching this metal here, which connects to the spline, and then you've got this connector here that's going to the clock ring for the other part of the circuit. So you might think, that's a bit odd, a bit complicated, but taking the Works bell and stuff out of the box. The reason why I love Works bell is because it already has it here, so it's already got the things separated for us to make that circuit, and look how nice and tidy and clean that is. And you can see here you've got your little dot here to sort of mark, make sure you get things top or bottom depending on how you want them. B&G here, two sides. We've got our spring washer and our nut here, which came with the Works bell stuff, and some bolts for the steering wheel, so we can kind of get all that done and dusted. And then yeah, so I'm going to go clean stuff up, and then we'll just crack straight on with getting the Works bell into place, and then it'll be the BG, and then it'll be the steering wheel. One of the reasons why I've kept with BG is because, well, A, They're really good quality, they're really solid, there's no play, they're pretty light, they're pretty short. I like the look of them, obviously like NRG or something like that. But the reason why I've stuck with them is because it means that I can use whichever steering wheel I want on whichever car. So behind me, over there, you probably see the Evo steering wheel when it was removed for the MOT test. So I can use the carbon wheel in the Evo or the Sparco wheel in the Nissan and vice versa. So anyway, bit sad. Right, me clean, won't video that, and then let's get started with mounting the works bell. But before we get too carried away, let us see what the weight difference is. So OEM is 2.506. Reverie, be a bit less than that, 243 grams. Okay, that's it. That's our works bell installed and tightened to 30 Newton meters, which is what it says in the instructions. If you don't want to fit a quick release system now, all you need to do is use one of these rings. This is for the earth, and just attach it. This all comes in the BG kit, but I'm sure you can get it separately. Put that on there like that, and then this will come through, go to your horn, steering wheel on, job done. But because we're doing the BG, need to make sure that the little dot there lines up with the dot there, so we know what is the middle. So I just need to fit this up now, and then that connects to the plus and minus on there. Plus goes to plus, minus goes to minus. And get that on, and then we're done basically. It's just a case of getting the steering wheel attached to the front piece and getting the horn wired in, and that is it. Okay, so now we've got our BG back plate on. We can mount up the front plate, and again, bearing in mind the top bit here, there we go. So that is our B&G now mounted up. So the last thing to do is going to be just to fit up the steering wheel, which is going to go on there like that, and then we can just mount up the horn. And we are done.
One eternity later.
There you go. That is it. All done and fitted. And our horn works. Hey, it's gone bright. Fantastic. Hopefully you can see this okay. This is how it looks. I'll try and get some better footage at the end of the video, but yeah, if you're observant, you may notice that I didn't actually finish fitting the horn button in the kind of sped up clip, and that's just because I just got bored with it. It was not fitting because I think it's an aftermarket, like generic horn button that I've got, because I'm getting a custom badge made for my car. So I needed to buy one that allowed me to do that. And the way the spades are connected on the back, it doesn't give you a lot of room. So I had to cut the spade connectors off the BG kind of loom, so to speak, and it's got right angle connectors now on the BG end and the horn button end, and it just about fits. So all of that is now done and dusted. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching this video. Hopefully it's been useful to anyone wanting to fit an aftermarket steering wheel, especially if you've got a Pulsar. Anyone interested in ridiculous carbon fibre things, there you go. Ticked all those boxes. So yeah, thank you for watching, and on to the next video. I'm going to take this off in a sec and send it back to Reverie to get it trimmed.